Protection breaks down and time runs out. Down goes Rodgers in the sack for Leonard Floyd.
A long-standing debate was reinvigorated a few months ago as four-time NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles just 4 plays into his first game with the New York Jets. The debate? What's safer to play on, artificial turf or natural grass?
There's a lot of different pros and cons to both.
That is Fort Myers orthopedic surgeon Dr. Robert Andrew Fulweiler. We spoke with him to get a better understanding of the science behind this debate. The NFL Players Association has been calling for all fields in the league to be switched to grass, citing a study that says players are suffering more non-contact injuries on turf compared to its natural counterpart.
I think it's pretty simple. The numbers say that grass is healthier for the players, and so I want to play on the best surface that will keep me healthy.
The NFL and team owners are arguing the opposite, using the same data to show the difference is negligible. However, Dr. Fulweiler says his research sides more with the players.
The pros tend to get injured more commonly on turf surfaces, about a 16% increase for all injuries, and then about a 20 to 27% increase in injuries for non-contact type injuries.
The reasoning behind the higher rate of injuries comes down to one simple thing we all learned in high school science class: friction.
There's a lot to be said as far as the science of the coefficient of friction, which is basically the interaction between the cleat, the foot, and the turf, and the stickiness of it, so to speak, and the release and the ability for the foot to slip.
While NFL players keep lobbying for grass fields over turf, here in Southwest Florida, it's quite the opposite. More and more high schools in our area are ditching the natural fields for the artificial turf, like right here at Fort Myers High. Fort Myers just became the 4th high school in Lee County and 14th in Southwest Florida to implement a turf field. But why do that if the NFL players are saying they are getting injured more on the artificial surface?
We all would love to play on grass. I think that's what we grew up on. That's what the game is supposed to be. But if you take on the account of a high school with 3 seasons, no healing time, and what is that field going to be around the calendar in terms of the safety issue?
Fort Myers football head coach Sammy Sirianni, who's been coaching for 30-plus years and has been on every type of surface you can think of, says the move to turf was more about the sustainability of the field.
I've done this a long time and been a part of some bad injuries on grass, on a bad grass field. I take the other night, had we been on grass, we would have had a real muddy, torn up field.
He believes a mud bowl is more dangerous than a sticky turf. Plus, the artificial surface will last the entire school year.
I think we have a quality surface that can be played in all weather and be, for 12 months, the safest for our student athletes in all sports.
Another factor in the debate is competition level. NFL players and their injury risks are much different from our local high school athletes.
A review of the literature has shown that sometimes the lower level athletes actually probably do a little better on turf.
While that is true, there's plenty more to consider. From the heat to the crumb rubber to whether the turf is new and fresh or old and worn down, the list and the debate goes on.
I don't think there's an easy answer to that.
But whatever side you land on, turf or grass, we all agree player safety is priority number 1.
We're doing everything to protect them and give them a wonderful venue.
Reporting in Fort Myers, Jaron May, NBC2.